Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today inshallah we will be drawing an eightfold pattern, meaning a pattern that has got eight corners to it. Once we've constructed this and you see it, you know what I'm talking about inshallah. So obviously as per the lessons that we have already done, you already know that we will be needing a compass, okay? We'll also be needing a rubber, right? And we will be needing a marker pen, okay? Or any kind of pen would do. Just make sure if you're using a marker pen, keep something hard underneath, okay? So the first thing that we're going to be doing is, for this pattern, we have to make a line going across right in the middle. So to do that, first we'll have to measure a place in the middle of this paper. So I've got this really long ruler. I'm just going to mark that. So from this end to this end, there's about 21.5 centimeters. So if I have to halve that, that would come up to around here. Okay, now that I've got the half point, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drawing a line going across in the center, okay? So there would be my line going across in the center of the paper. Once I've done that, I can put this ruler away. So as you can see, I've drawn a line right in the center, okay? Next, what I would be doing is I'll be using my compass to be making certain things. Now, the first thing that I would be doing is I'm going to be making a circle all around this paper. And to do that, I'm going to make my compass slightly small, because what I would need is I would want a bit of a gap to be left outside of that circle that I'm going to be doing, okay? You'll understand why. So let's start off with the circle. So I'm going to make it nice and dark so that you can follow it in the video. Can you see that? Yep, you can. Okay, so remember, leave a bit of a gap right on this side, okay? Next is I'm going to be putting the compass on this intersection here, right? And I'm going to be making a half circle all around up to here, okay? So I'll make it nice and dark so that you can see it. I'm going to go to the other side and do the same. So I'm going to place my compass here, right? And then I'm going to be making a half circle. Okay, now that I've done that, next is I will be doing something, right? So what I will be doing is I'm going to be making this compass slightly smaller, because what I want to do is, so I'll show you how much you're supposed to make it smaller. So say 2/3 of the distance between this point and this point, that's how much your compass should be stretched out. So the main purpose is you're going to be placing the compass on this intersection, and then you're going to be making a line like this, okay? Can you see? Then you'll be putting the compass on this intersection, and you're going to be making a line like that again. Now the main purpose is over here is that you'll have to make sure that you see this intersection here is inside the page. It shouldn't be outside of the page. Okay, it should be inside the page. You're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So I'm going to put the compass here on this intersection, right? I'm going to be making a mark like so, right? And then I'm going to be putting the compass on this intersection, and I'm going to be making a mark. And let me just put it nicely. There. I'm going to be making a mark here, okay? Now, the purpose of these marks, a mark over here and a mark over there, will become clear to you now, inshallah, okay? Since we've done that, now I would like for you to get your ruler, right? So I'm going to be getting the big one, which is why I'm going to be changing the paper around to this setting, right? And then you're going to be using this cross section here and this cross section here as a way of measuring a line right through the middle of this structure that you've just made. So if I place the ruler here and over here, I make a line that is right in the middle of the construction. Okay, so the main purpose of that thing that you did there is for you to be able to realize where a straight line will be formed. Okay, make sure it's there. I mean, we didn't go through all of that just to get this line wrong now, have we? So just make sure it's there. And then we make a line, right? Make it nice and dark, right? Now once I remove this ruler, you can see that the line is right in the middle of this construction. So I'm going to go back like this, okay? And now we'll be moving on to the next phase of making an 8-fold pattern, okay? Now that you have made this line in the middle, it will become clear to you why we made that line. Now before we start, remember we made our compass small enough to create this mark here. Now what you'll have to do is you'll have to make the compass big again, and you'll have to measure it with the line that you had before. So if I have to put the compass in the middle, right, will my pencil reach that mark, you know, around the circle again? No. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to make it a bit more bigger so that it's touching that circle part again. Can you see? So that if I have to make a mark like this, look, it's still on the circle. Okay, now once I've adjusted the compass back to its original size, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be placing it. You see that line that I did in the middle, right? I'm going to be placing it on this intersection here like this, and then I'm going to be making a half circle on this side like this. So can you see? Once I've made this half circle, it should create this lovely leaf-like pattern on the right and on the left. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'll just turn this around for it to become a bit more easy. Right, so I'm going to place the compass here at that intersection, and then I'm going to do the same thing that I did on that side, and I'm going to create a half circle on this side like that. Okay, exactly like the other side. Okay, and if you notice, we've got these 4 lovely petals all around. Now what you would be doing is you're going to be drawing lines in between these petals here. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. Let me take out my big ruler again. Right, so I'll just adjust the page so that I can do it comfortably. So you're going to use the ruler, and from this point here to that point, you're going to be doing a line in the middle like this. Okay, Okay, can you see that line? We're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So we just put that there, and okay. Just adjust that nicely. There we go. Okay. So obviously if you got a smaller ruler, that's better, because the big ruler can be quite problematic. Okay, now that I've done that, if you look carefully, I've got lines going in the middle of these lovely petals that I have on the side. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating a square. Now you're going to be using each of these corners here, there, there, to create your square. So I'll just put a little circle there, just so that you know that these are focus points for your square. Okay, so once again I'm going to be getting my big ruler, and I'm going to be making lines from this corner to that corner. Okay, and if you notice, that line will just about skim along that circle here. Okay, so I'll be starting off on this side. Then I'll be doing the other side. So obviously I'm going to be moving my paper around for this, because this ruler is really big. Okay, there. Same on that side. And on this side. Okay, then you're left with this square shape all around, which is a perfect and lovely square. For the next part, you're going to be using these points here to create a square within the square. So because this part is small, I'm going to use the small ruler that I have. Okay, if you see, I'm going to be creating lines along here. First line, right, second line, then I'm going to be making lines here, then along here, once I have done that, then I'm going to be making more lines. Then we're going to be making lines across like this. Okay, so I want you to use this intersection here to guide your next square. Okay, so I'll just put little circles on there, just make it nice and dark so that you can follow it. Okay, right, so you're going to be making lines along these intersections. So the first line would be here, okay, second one from there to there, then the next one from there to there, the next one from there to there. Once you have completed these lines, now you have your grid and you have what it takes to construct and make your 8-fold pattern. So now you would be needing your marker. Okay, so today I'll be using this orange Sharpie because I've been using a blue Sharpie or a black Sharpie all this time. So let's get highlighting. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be highlighting from here to here, then from there to there. Make sure you leave this one of those triangles, the middle triangle, you need to leave this alone, okay, all along the edges, right? So the first one I'm going to be doing is here. You'll see what I'm talking about. So from there to there and from there to there. Can you see where I did it? The next one I'm going to be doing here. So from there to there and from there to there. Okay, then you're going to turn it around. Okay, you're going to be doing the next one. Next one is the same. You're going to be doing it from this point to this point and from this point to this point. Make sure you leave this middle part alone. Okay, then you're going to be doing the same on this side, and as you can see, a distinctive pattern is taking shape right in front of our eyes. Okay, then turn this around from there to there, from there to there, and then on the other side, this point to this point, and this point to this point. Now we're left with one more, two more sides left, so we'll do it here. Then from there to there, then on this side, from there to there, and from there to there. Okay, once you have completed that, if you look carefully, you actually have an 8-fold pattern. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? So this is the first stage of the 8-fold pattern. Afterwards you're going to learn about tiling the 8-fold pattern, and that will be in the next lessons. And with tiling comes interlacing that we have learnt how to do in the 6-fold rosette. So I hope you've understood the lesson. I have tried to make it as easy as possible. Just follow the instructions and inshallah you will also be able to create this lovely 8-fold pattern wherever you want, however you want, inshallah. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.